All right, all right. This is a Sullivan Center and the Turtle Creek Water Park in Vernon Hills. Vernon Hills in the north, north Chicago, north of Chicago. This is a Dog and Suds drive-in. I guess that's where you can get a hot dog, but I think they have root beer. They have a brand of root beer. Here is a Lions International mailbox for eyeglasses only. No post office or library materials, please. Well, if you have eyeglasses you'd like to donate, they've been sitting around. Here's the place to do it. All right. Vernon Hills Lions Club, established in 1983. All right. Well, I'm guessing you can get a root beer at this place because Dog and Suds is a brand of root beer, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't look like it's open. In fact, it looks pretty quiet about now. So, here is the Vernon Hill Skate Park. Over here, remember we're looking for those skill spaces. Get those skill spaces. Maybe there's some over there. Could be, actually. It's a little iffy. On that little hill over there. Maybe. We got over here. This is like a really kind of funny patch. It would be kind of funny to like be juggling there, because it'd be like, what's this guy doing juggling on this little. I like these kind of things though. I remember when I was in high school, there was one there was like one of these. It was more like one of those over there, but it had grass just like this, but it was like smaller. Actually, it was kind of like that one with the two trees over there. But I like claimed it. I was like, this is my piece of land and no one can have it. And I thought that was really funny. But I still remember that. I think they probably dug it up and made a parking lot over there where my declared land was. This, it's like a piece, like a little piece like that. It's like, this is my little plot of land. This area is actually like sort of something. It's a little choppy, like the little uneven walking. I just walk on it and I could tell it's like bumpy. So that's not ideal, but if enough skillers come out, kind of pat that down. This is interesting. I'm guessing this is for like a utility truck to be able to park here. But I guess if no one's using it, could be a spot. Oh, emergency evacuation assembly area. So maybe that's what that is. I don't know. Not sure. I guess that's, you could. You kind of don't want to like set up in the parking spaces, really. Not really. So let's forego that idea. See what else we got over here. Some kind of activity playground of some sort. Some features that these features actually remind me somehow of like a skill toy. Looks like that goes back and forth or something, like up and down that ramp. Kind of strange. Never seen that before. Here's the park. Got some I guess they're, well, here's Evergreen Skate Parks. So this is a sticker. Oh no, this is actually a tile. This is a tile. This is set into the cement. That they're the company, Evergreen Skate Parks, Oregon, and beyond. They make these. So this was made by Evergreen. What I like about this park right off the bat is that this is basically the pump park that you've been looking for. And I say that because what happens here is you push your skateboard, you go up to one of these obstacles, like, well, you could, if you want, you could hit this rail. But you could go up here, or you could go over the side, and then you can, you pull yourself up, and then you push down. And then you do the same thing. You pull yourself up the hill, and then you push down on the other side. And that goes over and over. Pull yourself up, push down. Pull yourself up the hill, and then push down. And you just keep going. And that's really the nature of a pump park, because you're propelling yourself with by pumping up and down, basically. That's I'm just now realizing these concrete dividers that have been used to create a wall. Kind of an unusual and unexpected amount of graffiti, I must say. And looks like it's been patched up and then gone over a number of times. So yeah, I mean, so here's like a park like this, unusual. I don't think we've seen a park like this just yet. This is interesting. They've got these pads around these for the umbrella. This is like the poles that hold up the umbrella, and or like the shading, and so that's kind of fun. So the idea is, like, you know, you could go clockwise, counterclockwise around this area. You've got these rails, you've got curbs and stuff, coping set in, and yeah, it's just, so it's like the idea is you're not, okay, there's no mini here unless you like somehow make a mini from like this side to this side, which is going to be somewhat feasible but kind of annoying. It's just, you're not really going to get that. And then you're also going to have this thing where so many of the other parks that we've been on, they are these back and forth things, right? So this is really the other way. This is like the other kind of park where it's like a circle. It goes, things are moving like in a circle. I think it's interesting. I've never really skated on something like this where it's like really a dedicated pump park with other like elements. So I'd be interested to see how that all comes together, how that works out. But yeah, cool park. And yeah, it's just gonna like, it's very like, there's not a lot of straight lines, you know. It's kind of a little disorienting just from that piece of it, that it's so